scaled bass is with Chef Ivan Flowers from Fournos Restaurant in Sedona. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lisa. This is a do-it-yourself project because you're going to show us how to make this Mediterranean sea bass. What is the name of the recipe today?
It's F, so we're doing Fuerteventura.
Fuerteventura.
Fuerteventura, the second largest Canary island off the coast of Spain, closest to the continent of Africa. We're going to be doing loup de mer, whole fish, with papas arrugadas, wrinkled potatoes, finishing it with the Momo Picon.
You know, wrinkled potatoes sound so better the foreign way.
Yes.
I like that, and I love sea bass, so I can't wait to see what you're going to do a little bit later on, because you've got string and some lemons.
Yeah.
You promise this is easy, something I can do at home?
Easy as pie.
Okay, well, but it'll taste just as delicious, Lisa.
Oh, yeah.
All I know is I could never spit out the name of what he just said.
Fuerteventura.
And that other stuff.
Well, yeah, that other. I won't try that one.
Thanks, Ivan. Thanks, Gil.
That's right. Chef Ivan Flowers from Fournos Restaurant in Sedona is here. We're starting to get to work on our Fuerteventura, or Mediterranean sea bass.
Yes, and you know, when you buy fish whole, I mean, the best way to buy it is whole, when you can, and you want to look at a few things. The eyes are clear. When you look at the gill, super, super red. And the inside of the fish, the blood and the cavity should smell like fresh cucumber. I like whole fish. Some people don't because, you know, it's looking back at you. So I'm going to give you a little version.
Can I peek inside and see if
Sure.
the bones are gone? Are
Sure.
the bones gone out of this guy?
No.
No? Okay.
And that's what we're going to show you. So to do whole fish and then cut the fillets off, what we've done is I've taken the fillet off on each side, and I've taken some of the belly fat off. Now you can see the bottom, I'll show Bob here, is already stuffed. I'm going to show you how to do the top.
Oh, you
Take
really
the
did just
fillet
slice it off.
Sure. And we're going to take some nice lemon.
Lemon and fish, it's a marriage made in heaven.
Absolutely. You know, that acidity and the sweetness. Just put some lemon in. I'm going to go in with some thyme. Nice piece of thyme. Now remember, this is going to get removed. A little salt and pepper. Some black peppercorns.
Oh,
and,
the whole black peppercorn.
and I'm going to go right on top, okay? Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it. And a butcher's knot is 2 and then 1 to lock it.
Ah.
Okay?
And how tight are you tying that?
Just enough to secure the fillet in place. So 2, 1, just enough. And then, you know, we'll cut the string off. Now, it's important to note that the string is a little wet with olive oil so it won't burn.
Now, obviously sea bass is your preferred fish for this, but is there another fish that somebody can find in the store?
You can ask your fishmonger. I got this from New Frontiers in Sedona, and they brought this in. So, you know, ask. A lot of times they do a lot of seafood ordering, so they can bring you whole fish in, and it's nice. And we just want to go, and we want to take.
You know, it's just like tying your shoes.
Exactly.
Except you want to chew on this instead of an old shoe.
Exactly. And hopefully it doesn't come out like an old shoe.
Hey.
We've got some good olive oil going, not too hot.
You're going to put this in a pan instead of in the oven.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the pan and then I'm going to go in the oven.
Okay.
I'm going to take a little flour, just a little bit, because I want just a touch of browning.
And you're not going to cut the head off, are you, Ivan?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
So you present it on the table, eyeballs and all.
Eyeballs and all. But we'll show you how we do that. Now we want to make the sauce, and the sauce is actually very, very easy. It's called a Momo Picon. Okay, it's a little spicy.
Picon?
Momo Picon. And it's very, very simple. We're going to take some red wine vinegar. In the supermarket, they sell vinegar de yema, Spanish vinegar. All the supermarkets have it. They're known for it.
Really? So it's easy to find?
Absolutely. Little paprika.
Smoky or regular?
I like smoky. A little bit of garlic puree.
You know what, Ivan? I'm noticing a trend with you. You like garlic puree.
Garlic is good for you, and it also fights the flu. Little red pepper and cumin. Then we're going to go in with a little bit of hot pepper juice, and this is hot.
Now you use trapeze, which, you know, it makes me think of soul food and greens back in the day on the table.
Trapeze is good. Trapeze works.
And that's some heat you got there.
That's some heat, some lemon, okay? That's your Momo Picon. I'm just going to mix it up. We're going to put this on the fish after it comes out. We're going to cut the fillets off. And the beauty of this dish is by doing the fish like this, you get presented the beautiful fresh fish. Fillets come off, and then you don't have to look at the fish looking back at you as you're eating it.
Now, I have a question for you. How hot is that pan, and how long are you going to cook it before you put it in the oven?
3 to 4 minutes on each side, and you can see it's not overly hot. We just want to get a nice little bit of browning.
Oh, look at that.
And don't worry about the tail. As you see, we could have had a bigger one.
Yeah, I guess
and we'll finish
nobody
that.
really wants to eat that, really.
No, no. Now, when we say papas arrugadas, it's wrinkled potatoes. And the way they do it in Fuerteventura is they cook it in seawater.
Oh.
We don't have a lot of seawater in Arizona.
No, we don't.
So what you want to do is put in salt, put in kosher salt, which has less sodium than most iodized salt, or flor de sel, and the potatoes have to float.
Okay. Before they boil
Before
or
they
after?
boil.
Okay.
Once they start to float, you've got enough salt. Now, for the American diet, some people might find it a little salty. I don't. I think you don't need to salt it after you've cooked it. Once they float, they're done.
How long do you boil it?
I go about 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
So they're al dente with the fork, and I finish it with a little bit of fresh herbs. In Fuerteventura, the food speaks for itself. It's known as the windsurfing capital of the world because Fuerteventura means strong wind. And they're into very simple foods from the sea. So as you can see, I mean, this is easy, this is easy, this is easy, and it's simple.
I like it. If all you could do is boil potatoes, this is a recipe for you. Yeah. All right, thank you, Ivan. So are you going to do something special to these wrinkled potatoes? You're going to put them in sauce? You're going to fry them? What are you going to do?
These are already boiled. I'm just going to cut them up, a little Momo Picon, 450-degree oven with this fish, maybe about 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
And we're going to
Really?
go in and we're going to serve it at the end.
All right. Thank you for coming, Mr. Fishy. We're going to love eating you. If you would like this recipe, you can go to azfamily.com/yourlife. As Ivan said, he's going to finish this up later and present it and show us how wonderful it looks. And I'll tell you how wonderful it's going to taste.
Did you hear that, Gail and Ivan?
Yes, I did. You know what I like? 1 part honey, 1 part the mother apple cider vinegar. You got a scratchy throat. It's perfect. Also, what's perfect is probably what Ivan's going to take out of this pan. Chef Ivan Flowers from Fournos Restaurant is back, and you are putting the finishing touches on this wonderful Mediterranean sea bass.
Yeah, and you can see how simple it is. Fuerteventura. Fish is done. 8 minutes. I put a little sauce on it just in the beginning, and with a scissor or a sharp knife. So if you're in the restaurant, now you see you have the beautiful fish. It's cooked, but you don't want the head and the tail. We're just going to give a little cut.
String.
And all the herbs, the lemon, the garlic, the black peppercorns, just all those aromatics work itself into the fish.
The fish had a wonderful color once you browned it, but when you coated it, he coated it with that sauce he made earlier, that hot sauce.
And it just gives a great flavor. So you're going to remove the herbs.
Ooh, that looks delectable. Oh my.
Just pull them out. You've got nice fillet. You're going to turn it over.
How many people would this serve?
Two, unless you're really hungry. You could serve one.
Well, unless I'm really hungry. I'm always hungry. Oh wow, look at that.
And we're just going to take this fillet off as well.
You can't just pull it off. You got to kind of be careful.
Yeah. And as you can see, it's better to put the lemons first, not the thyme, so it doesn't stick.
Ooh.
So now
Look
you've
at
got
that.
your nice fillets, and we're going to finish with the Momo Picon. And just give a nice glaze. And this is spicy, but it works really well with the fish. And the arrugados, which are a little wrinkled, which happens to us all.
I really like that recipe for those potatoes because you just say
Simple.
it's boiled potatoes in salt water, and they have to float.
And they have to float, but that salt works really well. Now keep in mind, when you're doing potatoes, add a little garlic and thyme to the water. It makes a huge difference. And there it is.
Oh, wow.
You have your luz de mer, papas arrugadas, and Momo Picon.